All right. Well, welcome back, my friends, to episode 2 of Land Stories Live. I am your host, Dave Deniston of Generation Family Properties, and our goal is to help hundreds of people like you own land. We want to tell your land story. Well, here with me today, I'm excited to have our very first guest on the show. She is someone who is an incredible member of the team. She's been with me for a few months. She blogs on our website. She does pretty much everything. She helps to talk about properties on Facebook Marketplace. She bends over backwards to help me out. I would love for you to help me welcome the one and only Kristy Limon. Welcome to the show, Kristy.
Hello. Can you see me? I think we're good.
I think so. We can see you.
Yeah,
So Kristy, tell us a little bit about you. What's your background? Where are you from? All those kind of good things.
Okay. I was born in Ohio, but I moved to Texas when I was 3. So I'm basically Texan through and through. Awesome. Rode horses. All family's in the oil business. Drove a truck.
And you drove a truck.
yeah, big one too. So yeah, I rode horses most of my life. Then I moved, and
go ahead.
We sold the farm, and now I work for you, and I love it.
So tell me about the farm. What was that like, living on a farm?
I didn't live on the farm, actually. I lived in just a normal neighborhood house, but we went to the farm where I would go every day to take care of the horses. I taught riding lessons, and I competed all over the country. So that was my job, actually. So lucky I got to ride horses and compete and train every single day for years. It was amazing. I loved it.
And what are you doing now? You're still doing horse competitions, right? And teaching people?
No. I'm actually not. I haven't been riding for about 1.5 years. I just decided to take a bit of a break. I still have all my horses. They're basically my children, so they're with me forever. But they're stuck with me. But I don't compete anymore. I just kind of needed a break. I did it from the time I was a kid. So now it's more just pleasure and hanging out with the animals.
I love it. Awesome. And what are you doing for fun nowadays then? Is that pretty much what you do for fun, hanging out with the horses, or what do you like to do?
I do anything outside. If it's outside, I'll do it. Hiking, because now we live by the mountains and the beach. So hiking, beach, taking the dogs out. I just love being out in the sunshine. And if there's an adventure to be had, I'm in.
Well, I know you've written a lot of blog posts for us. And so I'd love for you to share, if you don't mind, just for a few moments, some of the blog posts. You told me before, you're going to have to buy one of these pieces of land because you're falling in love with all these different areas as you're writing the blog posts.
Well, I told you from the beginning I want to buy a piece of land. And that's part of the problem. Now I don't know which one, where to go, because every time I do a blog, I see these pictures, waterfalls and rafting and mountains, and I'm like, well, I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that. And so I actually don't even know where I want to buy property now because it all sounds amazing. But it's been really cool to write the blogs because I've gotten to know about counties and states that, to be honest, I didn't know anything about. Maybe wouldn't have ever visited, but now they're definitely on my list of places to visit.
Awesome. Well, do you have one you want to share? That yesterday I actually shared the Park County blog that you did because I was talking about one of the properties in Park County. So if you want to share your screen,
yes, I will
show people all this wonderful hard work that you're doing, which as a matter of fact, everybody, Kristy actually has worked a year out. So we have a whole year's worth of blog posts that have done for you.
So Dave, tell me when you can see the screen.
We can see the beautiful ocean.
Okay, now can you see cactus?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's the property. I'll kind of scroll through these pictures as I talk about the property. So you can kind of get to see it, and then I'll also talk about it. It's 2.36 acres. It's in Snowflake, which is Navajo County, Arizona. I had never heard of Navajo County, but I did a blog on it, and it's actually a very cool area. I always thought of Arizona, I don't know if everybody watching knows more about Arizona than me. I truly thought of it as just all desert, all hot, all cowboys, which is Facts. I'm from Texas. I should know better than that. It's not all cowboys. This particular property is in the Ranch of the Golden Horse subdivision, and it's an awesome rectangular piece, so that's cool. It's got a nice shape. Mountain views, which is, I had no idea was a thing in Arizona. They have beautiful mountains, so I'll get to some of those pictures too. You can kind of see some of the hills there. And trees, actual trees in Arizona. Mm-hmm. So this property is right in the juniper groves. It has some sagebrush. You saw the cactus earlier. So actually lots of greenery. It's not just a desert. You can see, there's actually terrain, and it's not just tumbleweed, which is really cool.
Absolutely.
When I did the blog on Navajo, I also found out there's fishing, there's whitewater rafting, there's hiking, they have museums. In Snowflake, there's Black Horse Brewery. Snowflake has a golf course, national forests, lakes, parks. The Petrified National Forest is nearby. It's awesome. There's so much to do.
Why don't you pull up the Google map, Kristy, and let's look at, where is this property at?
Okay, so I just did a quick one here to Phoenix. That's quite far, but let's zoom in. So here's the property. The little red tag is the property. It's Snowflake. Snowflake's a decent sized town that's where I said you'll find the golf course, and you'll find brewery and restaurants and all kinds of things, gas stations. And then Show Low is actually quite a bit bigger. So that'll have really anything you need. That's about 45 minutes away. So you've got about 20 minutes to Snowflake, and then about 45 minutes to Show Low. I'll kind of zoom in here a little bit more.
I actually had someone, Kristy, call me yesterday that bought a property, and they were actually out in that area, and they were surprised to find out that there was a Walmart in Snowflake. Yeah. So there is a Walmart out there.
So basically means you can get anything you need. There's nothing you can't get at Walmart, right?
Right? Exactly.
So it's the perfect spot. And the other thing I did not know, that maybe people watching won't know, I assumed Arizona was going to be 125 degrees, horrible. Snowflake, the average temperature in the summer is in the 80s.
In the 80s. That's a lot better than 100
low
degrees.
Humidity. So again, coming from Texas, I'm used to high humidity, which is horrible. This is low humidity, super mild summers, and then it rarely goes below freezing in the winter. So it's an awesome climate for people that want to get away from, the northern harsh climate, or even somebody like me from Texas who have never thought to buy property in Arizona to escape the heat. This is actually a nice dry heat, and it's sunny 272 days out of the year in Snowflake. Yeah, you get a nice tan.
Those of us in Minnesota need to escape there over the
you go.
Time, I think.
There you go. Exactly.
Why don't we zoom in a little closer on where the property is at? There's actually a lot of vacant land doesn't have an address, but these particular properties actually do. So in Ranch of the Golden Horse, which Kristy is zooming in right now, you'll see that there are roads that go through here. And this property is assigned an address, 3948 Encanto Road. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you see on the map here, Kristy? It looks like there might be a neighbor or two, but not a whole lot there in the immediate area.
Yeah, not a whole lot. It looks like we've got a neighbor here. So what is that? Probably just over 100 meters away, and then another one a little bit closer, maybe 50 meters away. As you can see, really not much else all around, except for down here it looks like there's a few too. Not a whole lot of neighbors, so you have a whole lot of room to do whatever you want to do, relax, have a campfire. You can ride four-wheelers, camp.
Well, if I remember right, it's actually two different parcels that we have here, right?
Yes, it's most of the parcels in this development are 1.18 acres, and these two 1.1 acres put together. So it makes it a little bit wider rectangle. Most of the lots in this area are very thin, skinny, and long. So this one, because it's double, it's actually a really nice rectangle shape. It's not too awkward, and it's nice and flat, and lots of room to build.
What I always like about when you have two parcels back to back, some people want to have like family near them. So if you want to share it with a family member, you could actually build on both parcels. So you could have two houses potentially, which Navajo County, I believe, allows tiny homes, right, Kristy?
They do. They allow tiny homes. They allow mobile homes. And then, of course, any kind of single family home with a foundation is allowed also. You can camp and bring an RV. It's a maximum of 30 days a year, so it's not something you can obviously do permanently, but it would be a great thing to do on the weekends or even for a couple weeks in the summer. If the kids have off on vacation, you want to pop down and spend 3 weeks or a month hanging out in the area, you can do that too.
Awesome. Well, why don't you share that website posting that you did on this property? Let's look a little further at what you got on there.
You can see some more pictures too. So I'll scroll. So that's a nice picture. I like that view. You can see here, so there's some more of the stuff to do in Snowflake. There's a video too on the website. Let's get to the good stuff.
You know,
oh no, go ahead.
I was going to say, so we have a Google Map link to the property there, everybody. So you could go and map it out yourself and take a look at it.
Mm-hmm. And the good stuff here, only $20 a year in taxes.
$20 a year. That's crazy. $20 a year.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good. It is off grid, so there aren't power poles close by.
Mm-hmm. And so let's talk about the pricing. So what's the pricing on this property here?
Okay, so if you want to pay cash, it's $5,600. It's always a bit cheaper if you pay cash. You can get a little discount there. But we also have financing. So the financing is $7,000, which is a $500 down payment that covers your document fee and loan setup fee, and then you have an automatic $251 in equity. And then you can do as low as $85 a month in payments. So we can obviously structure that differently. If you think you can pay more, we can set it up that way. If you want to set it up at $85 a month, and then you get a bonus once a year, you can throw that on top. There's never a prepayment penalty. It's very flexible.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what we're seeing there, folks, are just minimums. So those are the minimums. So if you want to do $1,000 down and make it like $150 a month, that'll get it paid off quicker. I believe with that financing we show there, it's 7 to 8 years, which includes property taxes and stuff like that. You want to scroll down a little further, Kristy? Down at the bottom of our website, we always have all of these details down at the very bottom. So if you ever want to see that, you can check it out there. And Kristy, if someone wants to move forward on this property, you're the point person for this one. What's the best way that they can get a hold of you?
So you can always give me a call, 971-248-6715. Or you can email at sales@genfam.com.
Genfamland.com, right?
Genfamland.com. Sorry, yes. That's important to get right. Either way, you can text me, call me, email me. Any questions, comments, anything, and I can get back with you. Anything we didn't cover, if you have a question, I can find it out for you.
Awesome. And then if anyone wants to just get some more information on this property, outside of talking to Kristy, we're happy to email you the website link and the Google Map link. All you have to do is text in Navajo, just like you have there on the county, NAVAJO, text Navajo to 44222. So again, you can text Navajo to 44222. Kristy, any closing thoughts in this episode of Land Stories?
Whoever buys the property, send me pictures of all the fun stuff you do in Navajo. So I can be jealous and want to go.
There you go. There you go, everybody. All right. Well, I think that wraps it up for today. Any final thoughts, Kristy?
No.
All right, my friends. Well, you can see Kristy. You can hear her talk about properties in Arizona and New Mexico. We have some brand new properties coming really soon in Tiburon in Otero County. So tune in next Monday at 11:30 a.m. Central Time. Kristy and I had some technical difficulties yesterday, but normally we're on at Mondays at 11:30 a.m. Central, and also Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Central. So we'll be back on today with Mia as our guest. And we thank you so much again for tuning into Land Stories with me, your host, Dave Deniston. Make sure to check out all of our properties at www.genfamproperties.com. And if you're looking for land and you want to speak directly with Kristy, what is that phone number again?
It's 971-248-6715.
All right. Well, thank you, folks. Have a good one. And we'll look forward to hearing you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.